Good afternoon, good evening, good night. Welcome to another Living World of Darkness, Changeling the Dreaming. This scene is set in Angarona. Ismay, now that she's finally back to freedom, so to speak, sent word to one of her Oathmates. Is that a word? That should be a word, because that's their connection, really. They have an oath to each other. And she's letting her know that she's alive still. Whether she's happy about that or not, who knows. But she's also let her know where she's currently at if she wishes to speak with her. She's a little Ismay, being the paranoid bird that she is a little nervous to go many places right now because, well, she doesn't want to be dragged into darkness for another 30-some days. And that's where this scene begins, is Ismay in Angarona, sitting at the bar, perched on her stool, eating something cooked, something not raw scraps.
A disheveled homeless man enters the bar. He smells like that sick, sour sort of smell that you get around garbage, or more like when garbage has been collecting dumps or recycling facilities, and he's got some kind of like greasy stain on his chest. However, you are Fae, and what you notice more than anything is that it's Nosehorn. It's the snake woman. She comes in looking almost as accosted as the homeless man, who we're gonna say is somewhere in his early 60s. It's hard to tell though. He's got the look of somebody that's been abusing a lot of drugs for a lot of years. Anyways, Nosehorn takes one look at you fine feathered bird, and goes straight over. It's true. It's true.
She jumps, hearing your voice, startled. What is true?
You're back.
Yes.
I feel like I got word that you were missing. And then I was ripped away from my body. And then you're back. How is this so? How did this happen?
I had heard about. She looks around. And she takes her small plate of food over to a booth, quiet in the corner, kind of away from people, and sits down. I had heard of a tribe of Fuath who had seemingly been untouched by Dugail, and they seemed strong, so I had gone to seek them out for our plans. And I had pretty well convinced them when the darkness came. I headed out of the main hive and watched some of their people just get ripped to shreds by these shadow beasts, these massive creatures of shadow. somewhere between bear and wolf and horror. In an attempt to not die, I left. I ran away from where they were. I seem to have drawn their attention, though. Two or three of them. Was it? No, then there. To have been at least four that chased me down. I was certain they were going to kill me. I was ready to fight, but they 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 knocked me down, and they opened their mouth and spoke to me with a voice that was clearly not their own. He asked if what I knew of this world out here, and I said I know a fair bit. I spent many days reading their encyclopedias so that I will know what it is that is going on out here better. And so they grabbed me by the ankle and dragged me into darkness, and I was just in darkness, chained. It looked like a rock or a tree. It was black, and I could see but maybe a few inches from me. Everything was just black. Anytime I tried to speak and ask questions, they would come at me, and she reaches up and she's kind of caressing her throat. They made sure that I learned not to speak unless I was asked a question by him. I think I saw light 3 times. Those were all in the first week or so. After that, he did not feel that I needed the light to truly explain anything to him anymore. So I had to do my best in the dark. So I explained the things he would ask about this world, the changelings, anything. As long as I answered, I would get food that day, be it whatever scraps were left from his creatures. But it was something. It kept me going.
Did it give a name?
He would not let me ask. Whatever he was, I'm certain that he was probably a Fomorian. Shadows and darkness were his home. They were as much a part of him as he was of them.
She looks a little uncomfortable as you say that word. Remembered nothing of the Fomorians. Why do you think that this was one?
I've been working to remember. I've tried very hard to put all the pieces back in and together. There was definitely that power, that feeling you get when you're around them, that knowing that you are insignificant, that you're but a thought away from death. How else do you maintain an entire world of darkness?
How did you escape?
The chains. I'm not sure how, but something in them started to crack, to break. And so I was working to get them loose so that I could get away, and I was almost loose. And two of his creatures came back. They did not look happy. I think they were pretty certain on what I was doing. And he said if I tried to escape, he would kill me. So if I was going to do it, I had to make sure I was ready to do it. And I knew that they were about to kill me, and I lost control. I ripped myself free from the chains, shredded the first of the creatures fairly quickly, and as I turned to face the other one in my craze, there was a troll, and he had a flaming sword, and the other creature was gone, and
There
so I
was a
attacked.
troll? What?
Yes, I hit him once across the abdomen, and then a man grabbed me,
There, I,
held on to me for a moment.
no, I'm,
Once I
are you telling me
regained,
that a Fomorian had in its service a troll?
no, no, once my head came back to me and I realized who the people were, it was Kalash, Dmitri. Kalash had brought a troll with him, and
Kalash.
he brought Valeria and AJ.
Valeria. Who is this Valeria?
She's a Gilidu. She's of the plants.
Uh, Gilly, Gilly Do?
Yes.
That. Some chimera?
No, it is Ghislaine, I believe.
Oh, never come across them.
Or
Well,
perhaps a strange kind of kitten. I'm not entirely sure, but she is Fae. That I know. She is a tree.
she is not a mixed breed.
I know she has a human body. I'm not certain of the specifics of it. I have not asked if she comes and goes or if she stays.
Nosehorn and the homeless person twist the pencil around their lips, thinking very hard about all you said. There's much that doesn't make sense to her, and she looks agitated. She always looks agitated, but more obviously now. And he brought this Valeria and this troll,
Yes, Dimitri.
Dimitri.
And
This
the
may be the
issue,
first time that
AJ.
I've ever liked a Dimitri. Or, sorry, ever liked a troll. What?
And AJ is an issue. He is
AJ.
Yes, his sibling, or his body is a sibling of her body, but they are not siblings. Um, that's very confusing.
Well, they have my regard now. They saved your life.
Yes,
But before they arrived, the chains were breaking on their own, you say?
yes, it was very strange.
It is, I agree.
I ran into Mogram earlier today, and he was starting to say something.
I bet he
Asked
did.
if I. He said something about soothsaying and asked if I had recognized that somebody was watching me because it was him trying to find out where I was for this. I told him that it felt like I was always being watched. The shadows never stopped watching. And she kind of looks around at any place that's even remotely dark.
This isn't good. You're telling me that Mogram can watch you.
He was trying to, from what he said. He did not make much sense.
I thought this she thing would distract him. Her and the hobo visibly shake together. But he still comes for us. I can't deal with him now. I'm not strong enough. It would be foolish to just go over there and kill him with an electric chainsaw. It would, no, no, no. It would, it would be too rash to pay $36 and buy a hammer. This isn't good if he can watch you whenever he wants.
I do not believe he does it. I think he had only looked into where I was because I had been missing for so long.
You don't know. I don't know why he admitted it to you. Maybe he thinks he's a she. I'm sure he thinks he's doing good. But it's not good for us. He does not have Adhene interests at heart. It doesn't take, a lot of looking into to figure that out. He said so as much. This this thing, be it Fomorian or what else, were there any colors that stood out when you were in this thing's clutches?
The mouths and blood of his creatures, when they opened their mouths, there was a glow, kind of a yellow glow,
Yellow.
almost like a golden yellow, kind of. Their blood glowed as well. I remember the blood that I was smearing on me as I slew their creature.
She writes more on her pad. Are you still injured?
No, most of my wounds have healed and they're merely scars now.
What do you know of? I need to talk to Kalash. I have been drifting between this world and the next, almost trapped. And I am woefully out of touch. How is it going with the she? Are they still preoccupied?
I don't know, I've been back but days. A day or
Really?
two. Yes.
How much time did it feel past wherever you were? Weeks
Could
or
have been.
minutes or years?
It felt like it was months. Mm, But from when we left to go looking for the Adhin to when I returned was 34, 35 days out here.
So time dilation may have occurred.
There was no sun, no moon, nothing to
There was no
differentiate.
moon.
Not that I ever saw, no. It was just darkness.
How did he land without a moon?
There was a moon when we came back out
Believe.
of it.
I bet there was. Esme, we're in a dream trap.
Is that the world of darkness and shadow that the creature takes you to?
It's the person's own world. I use it on humans sometimes when, well, you don't need to know, but it has its uses for prey that you can't necessarily kill out in the open. Because as soon as that thing gets within your dream realm, it's in your world. It is very much trapped there until it wakes up. But if their spirit is fully in the dreaming, spirit needs to be fully removed, which is what our brave Kalash has done. If I'm right, this area could dissipate and reappear somewhere else. And that area isn't a guarantee.
I know that when Dmitri used his sword to light things on fire, he stood in it and watched us as we left, just staring. I think he was taking into memory each of them, especially Dmitri. I think he will come for them.
You may be right. And
I took what he sees as his.
as yes, about that. No offense is intended. But I am perplexed as to why this creature was so interested in you.
I have knowledge of things he does not.
We better not tell him humans exist then.
He knows.
Then why didn't he just trap a human?
Because they will not last mentally very long if they're trapped there. Their minds are not made to
Well,
handle it.
no, that makes sense. I've never used it on a human for more than a couple hours. Certainly never longer than 8 hours. All right. Did you actually tell this thing anything useful?
I answered his questions. Things like
What did he ask?
he asked about the city, or what is like, or he asked about how it is built. I told him it is steel and concrete because and glass, because that is what I see. Um, he asked about what is if they have the electricity. He asked for lightning, and I said lightning does occur, but they have their own lightning that they control more. That got him to asking about the electricity. I
What did
explained
he ask
what I
about?
understand of it. He asked if it is hot or cold. I said currently it is very cold and there is snow. This seemed to
I
please
bet he
him.
liked that. Yes.
And then he asked about so many things. He asked about the changelings, if they are still doing their rituals to be bound to the humans. He asked if they are still in contact with their
Wait,
betters.
wait. He he asked if these mixed breeds are making compacts with humans. Can you
No,
go back to that?
he was asking if they are still doing their changeling thing. I guess he has not been asleep as many of the others have. He has been
No, I don't
quietly
think so.
watching. He knows much, but he does not know all, especially not what has been going on out here.
I don't think the Fomorians ever went to sleep.
I have
But I
seen
think
two.
I think he's just been moving. And as he moves around the dreaming, if I'm correct again with the dream traps, he's been harnessing other dreams to get little glimpses he can't understand. And maybe that's how he was a little bit more in tune with what's been going on. That's not good.
He was the second Fomorian I ran into that month.
What? And at this point, she's just like, more. What?
Yes,
Oh.
the Krampus dominion over ice and concrete.
Okay. And
Yes,
this one said, I am a Fomorian?
No, but something about him reminded me of them, reminded me of at least one that died in my deep memories. It stirred those memories.
Ice. Oh. It wasn't female, was it?
No, it was male. He had little
Oh, good.
creatures.
You know about the Frost Queen at least, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Valeria the Gildu. Dimitri the Troll. I will remember these names. For them. The name of this Fuath that you were going to talk to. What was the name?
It does not matter now. The entire village was empty when we left. Every one of them dead.
Yeah.
Every spider, bee, wasp, beetle. Every one of
It
them.
killed them? It didn't take them as slaves or turn their minds or offer them riches? It killed them?
Yes. Kalash was there. He can confirm that they were dead.
I'm not. I trust you. I'm just surprised. I'm surprised and overwhelmed. If I'm being honest, I'm overwhelmed. Okay. Ismay, what do you want to do?
Stay out of the darkness.
You took an oath. Are you still interested in that oath?
I will fulfill my oath, yes.
All right. To fulfill the oath, I imagine we'll still need to go into the dreaming.
I will make sure I can run even faster.
It's more than that. If yeah, it's more than that. If you're friends with these mixed breeds. Yes?
You broke up on the beginning of that. All I heard was mixed breeds.
What?
All I heard was Mixed breeds, yes.
Okay, okay, you are friends with these mixed breeds.
Yes.
Yes. Um, I was told of this ability, and I didn't realize exactly what I was looking at. I thought it was some treasure that they had or something, but now I know it is an ability that we could get, and theoretically could keep us out of a dream trap. Could you sniff around your friends? But don't sniff too hard. You don't want to attract Mogram, and you certainly don't want to get into this ridiculous she mess that they have going on. But just see if any of them have flicker flash.
Do you know what it is a part of?
I don't. It was a bargain that well, and told me that it lets you go from one place to another place instantaneously. And of course, I realized that I had seen that before.
I will ask about it.
In the meantime, do you have any nightmares?
No. Mm, not anything serious. Nothing that drives me from my sleep, from my
Do you have any
rest.
reason to believe that this thing could outreach to you?
I don't know. It had me for
Oh,
over a month this sort of time, and I don't know how long in its time.
I think that has more to do with the location of wherever this, again, if I'm right, this dream trap may be. Ismay, do you have a roommate?
Yes,
Do they sleep in the same room as you?
not usually.
What?
Not usually. We have shared the same room on a few occasions.
She gives you a look. If you could get this roommate to check in on you once a day, better yet, to rouse you every morning, that you're not in a coma. Um, because that's what dream traps look like. When I take a human, they just seem to go into a coma. Nothing can wake them up. So that's how we will know that you are in danger.
My body was acting normally while I was there.
What?
She went about doing work and stuff while she was here.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, I have a theory about why that's working, but because as I understand it takes your mind, but I forget, of course. We've got another mind rattling around in here. A stupid little mind that needs to be repressed, but we've got a mind. Never mind, that trick won't work. Oh, I guess you just need to ask your roommate to make sure that you are always there. That you don't suddenly just want to be a human and go into work. I'm sorry, I can't think of anything better, but that's the only way we're going to know that we need to go and get you.
I was not in my body because we'd been in the dreaming. We were the three of us, Kalash, yourself, and I. It was the day after we
No,
made the oath.
I understand that part. I do understand that. But I'm talking about when you're here. If if this thing does operate by using dream trap, when I would want to go and get a human, I would just reach out to them while they slept. So I'm saying just that. Hopefully, if you're in the dreaming now, and you're not on your own. Not it was a bad idea looking back on that. Kalash was the only one that did well. Went off on good information, and you got captured. And I lost my mind. Yeah, perhaps we should stick together now.
Definitely do not want to go alone.
But no, from the little I know, I think you should just have your check on you like a couple times a day. Just make sure if you are supposed to be in that body, that you are still in that body.
She has been very diligent about that the last several days while I have been back.
Oh, good. Who is your roommate?
Diva, the pisky who owns this bar.
Oh, I suppose that makes sense. Yes, I've met her before. I'm sorry you've had a rough time of it.
Such is life, and to not have troubles would be strange.
But
These
you
are not
didn't
the
deserve
troubles I
it.
would wish.
No, I'm all about comeuppance, and you did not have that coming.
It means I should have something good coming in return to make up, yes?
Because we live in a good and just fairy tale.
I just pray I do not have worse.
I'm going to start looking into this. You. Ugh. How is Diva with all this she politics? Is she deep into it?
She's generally trying to stay separate, I believe.
Okay,
They,
she doesn't support one faction over the other. She's not going to get muddled in the whole thing.
we have not talked about their politics. I have not seen her carrying banners or spouting her rhetoric, so
And how does she feel about Mogram?
I don't know. She, I know she,
Would she be sad if I killed
I know she tolerates him. I'm not sure if she is friends with him. I know she's
her?
friends somewhat with Lainey.
What does that matter?
Mogram is courting Lainey.
Ugh. 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 Mm.
I imagine one day he may even ask Lainey to marry him. A she and a
Oh,
satyr.
God.
What a strange pairing.
I don't feel good. Mm. Oh, no. I suppose I can't blame Satyr. They have no self-control, but ugh. Jesus. Ugh. She's probably seen Mogram without his clothes.
She might actually have knowledge of whether
Oh,
he really does have a penis then.
oh, God. Mm, mm. Well, that's interesting. All right. I've missed a lot.
So have I.
Oh, Ismay. You're not fucking any Fae, are you?
I have not had sex with anybody in a very long time.
Good on you. It's a lot easier that way. Oh my God. I need some glamour or gin or something.
We have gin.
You want to go on a hunt with me?
I am supposed to be having more company. I was not certain if you would be arriving or not, so
You sent for me. You're a Fuoth, and I've oathed with you. I have responsibilities. Alright, well, I'm gonna go and eat. But, before I go, could you tell me where to find, Valeria, Dimitri, and AJ?
I do not know where they live. I usually see them when they show up here.
Oh, it's a click. Well, that makes it easier. Would Diva mind if I started to live here? Not as this thing. I pretty soon anyways. I'll find somebody else. But do you think she would mind?
I am not sure if she has more bedrooms or not.
I don't need bedrooms. Bedrooms are more for the body than anything else. I could keep this thing in a bathroom stall.
That I don't think she would be happy about. She's she cares for people and how they are treated, so
These mixed breeds, they get too close to the humans. They forget that they're separate. Yeah, very emotional about nothing. All right, well, I would make it sleep on a floor then, if that's better.
I will speak with her and see what she says. I cannot guarantee anything though.
All right. Right. It would be appreciated too. I'm not ungracious.
I know. I will speak with her, see what she has to say.
All right. Take care, Esme. Stay safe. Don't
I am
don't go into the
trying.
dream alone. I have research to do and I don't know where to begin. But I'll contact you. I'll try and get a hold of Kalash. The real world. He's really hard to track down.
He still uses
That dancer man is surprisingly hard to find. um I thought I was a shifty bastard, but yeah. All right. Or the next day?
Okay.
I'll talk with you. All right. All right. And she grips your elbow if you let her
Mm-hmm.
and shakes it. Take care.
And she grips you back.
And yeah. Yeah, she releases and turns around, dragging that husk of a human around with her. Out of the bar and into the real world.
And Ismay will pick at her nachos, I guess, and wait for the other company that she has. And with that, we'll end this scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching.